Strongest version of yourself is yourself. For your own life, that would describe what's the whirlwind you've had the past couple years in hashtags.
It would be lucky. It would be happy.
I feel sexiest when I'm
After the gym?
I mean, honestly, you know, what's cool about Tom is he doesn't get embarrassed too easy.
It would be stressed. It would be tired. It would be excited. It would be everything apart from sadness.
the best advice I ever received is
turn nerves into excitement.
I've been so lucky and so happy. You know, there's been bad things and sad things that happen, but I've been very trying to work on positivity and work on all that sort of stuff.
You know, he's very confident in who he is, which is cool. So, I mean, it's hard to make fun of him, which sucks, but I try my best.
Most of my close friends will know that I have one of the shortest fuses of anyone who has ever walked the earth. So I've been really focusing on my anger and being happy. So I've been doing that, and it's been really good. It's been working out really well.
When I was much younger, I was a little bit of an introvert. I wasn't very confident, and then I was lucky enough to get this show called Billy Elliot. I played Billy for a couple of years, and through doing that, I've sort of became a very confident young man.
Yes, I do.
I think I'm really good at football, but I'm not really good at football.
that British football or American football?
The one where we play with our feet. My big thing about actors is you can't take yourself seriously because it's not a serious job.
Right.
A heart surgeon, a brain surgeon, a politician. Well, maybe not politician anymore.
As a child, I dreamed of becoming
Spider-Man. I dress up in red and blue tights every day and pretend to be a superhero. Like, that's the most stupid thing I've ever heard. So if I took myself seriously, you just kind of lose perspective of what it is that you're doing and stuff. And that's my pet hate about acting, is how people can take it. And we're so revered and so talented. Like, I just lie for a living. I just pretend to be other people.
The most successful people in show business are often not the most talented. They are the most confident.
There isn't enough credit that goes to people like surgeons and engineers and architects and people who have like a real skill.
Right.
And can do amazing things. I'll just stick to my fishnets.
My stunt coordinator asked me to get flexible. I tried, and I wasn't successful. I can't even touch my toes. And yeah, so we had some hindrances when it came to...
Spider-Man can't touch his toes? Nope, can't do it.
Can't do it.
But I do my own like little personal lists of like what I want to achieve in 2020, what I want to achieve in this decade, what I want to achieve in my life, and continuing with my brother's trust thing that I do with my family. I'm really proud of the work that my mum's been doing with that. I don't like people knowing that I've seen the Snapchat, because sometimes I'll be working and I'll read a text and I'm like, right, I'm going to reply to that later and put it down.
Yeah, see, I'm good at get over the line. Working hard when someone has provided me the work to do. But I'm good at, if you want me to be on set at 4 o'clock in the morning and I'm going to work for 15 hours, I'll do that. Yeah. But if you want me to set that up, yeah, no, Harry's good at that. I'm useless like that. Harry's pretty good at doing it off his own bat.
If Harry wasn't in my life, I wouldn't have made it here tonight.
Why do you say that?
Because I'm just stupid and he has to tell me where to go all the time. But I'm also reminding myself that I'm only 24 and I've got a whole career ahead of me, and if it's not this one, it will just give me the drive to get it next time.
We're making progress now. What does this do? Press to operate.
No! Don't touch it!
The definition of don't press the big red button. Well, it's no secret I'm not very good at Instagram.
Is that not a secret?
No.
How do I don't know how this system works, guys. I'm so bad with this. I'll go live with it. I'll figure it out.
2 hours later.
How do I do this? Guys, I don't know how to do this, so I'm going to have to go.
I basically forgot to post the trailer. I woke up in the morning. We were supposed to post it at 6 a.m. Yeah. And I couldn't figure out why I was getting so many more followers. I was like, this is great. What a great way to start the day.
How many have you gained?
It was like a couple 100,000.
Oh, that's a lot, yeah.
I was like, this is amazing. And then I start scrolling and I see the trailer and I panic. And I was trying to download the trailer from my email and I couldn't, so I had to FaceTime you. And then she sent me a video of how to do it. So essentially, I'm an old man.
And there's just a red button in there. Yeah, I'm not touching it, sir. But you're younger, so you'll heal faster.
There's
so
nothing
you should
in
push
there.
It.
Do you think I should push the red button?
Yeah, I think you should. Did you push it?
I didn't push it,
You didn't.
So Zendaya, you do IT for the gang?
So remember you posted a story like twice, and you're like, how do I delete my story? And I had to like send you literally I had to screen record a video of how you delete a story.
But why would it give you the option to post it twice? That's my question. Like, I was like, how did I do that? Right, I'm going to start requesting to go live with people. I've never done this before, so bear with me. We all know that I'm an absolute idiot when it comes to technical stuff. Right, how do you do this? Request to go live with you, go live with, well, there's loads of people. I'm going to go live with this person. Is that how you do it? Okay, that didn't do anything. How do I... Okay, here you go, we'll try again. Going live with... waiting for G. I'm trying to figure this out. I think I've done it.
Well, you really don't know how to use it.
I don't.
Love you all. You're the best. And I will speak to you all soon. Bye. I never turn this off properly. I never say, I'm like, bye. And I've never felt like such a in my life.
Do you ever take a nap at 5 o'clock in the afternoon and then wake up at 9:20 and ruin your whole night's sleep? I do, all the time. I did Shakespeare at school, and that was a disaster.
How come?
I was just working, so I didn't really have much time to focus on the schoolwork.
Oh, gotcha.
And Shakespeare takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of practice. Very skilled actors do it at such a high level. And I
am of no such level. It was a very stressful time for me. I was playing Sebastian in The Tempest. All I could hear was my mum giggling all the way through, just knowing that I was as much as I can, because I love to improvise. But you can't do that to Shakespeare.
It's a little tough for Shakespeare.
You can't like rewrite Shakespeare, because then you look like a I often find with improvising that you do 10 different things, 9 of them are rubbish, 1 of them is okay. But that one that's okay could become something that's really great. Last year's New Year's resolution, I decided to try and read 12 books a year, so a book a month. And I, in total, read 0 books. So this year, I'm going to try and read a book every 2 months. Now, I already read a book in January, which was a great book. But perfect timing for February. My dad has actually just finished his newest book, I, Gabriel. Now, I know you're probably all thinking, Tom, you read a book in January, now you're going to read a book in February. But you said 1 book every 2 months. What can I say? My brain's a sponge, and it thirsts for knowledge. It's actually not, I'm so stupid. But reading is good, and I want to read more. So let's do it together. Let's all try and read a book every 2 months. Jake asked me if I wanted to go to the gym. And I have to be honest, I didn't want to go. Because Jake Gyllenhaal was ripped, right?
Yeah.
And I'm really competitive.
You're fit.
Well, I'm not Jake Gyllenhaal. I'm terrible on the treadmill. You know, when we make these movies, obviously they require us to get in good shape and stuff, and I do no cardio. So we go to the gym, we start working out, you know, we're doing ab exercises and leg exercises, and then he turns to me and he goes, Tom, do you want to hop on the treadmill and warm up? I'm like, warm up? I'm roasting, mate. I'm finished.
Right.
So he goes, you know, we'll do a quick mile. I'm like, a mile? We press for time? Come on, let's do 2.
So what's the superhero workout for you?
It's a bad one. I just do weights. It's really bad. Next time I'm going to do more cardio because I was very embarrassed by how Jake Gyllenhaal destroyed me on a treadmill. So immediately I'm regretting suggesting doing 2 miles. Sure. We set off, we start running, and there's like a law in the gym that you can't run slower than the guy next to you. You just can't.
There's a lot of pressure.
So I'm running next to him, 2 minutes in, I've got a stitch, I'm wishing everything was over. But I'm saying there's nothing that's going to get me off this treadmill. I will beat Jake Gyllenhaal in this race. Sure. And then like 3-4 minutes in, he goes, Tom, this is too easy, let's up the incline. I'm like, yeah, I was thinking the same thing, let's do it. And there was a video of me doing a backflip on a beach. And he was like, listen, that's not you. There's no way that can, and I'm not the type of person to challenge. And I was like, well, just watch me. So I stood up, I had these stupid leather boots on. I tried to do a backflip and just broke my face. So we up the incline, 4 or 5 more kilometers go by. He goes, this is too easy, let's up it to 3. Oh my goodness, fine, yeah, Jake, sure, absolutely. And then by the end, we've got a kilometer left. He's like, let's do 3.5. I'm like, dude, let's do 4. Why 3.5? Why stop there? And then we're doing press later that day, and I can't walk. Genuinely, I'm sitting there, and a journalist goes, what's wrong with you? And I said, well, I do all of my own stunts. And yeah, I remember, I mean, I've been a gymnast since I was a little kid, and it's been years since I haven't really landed one. And I remember hitting my face on the floor going, shit, that didn't happen. I stood up, I thought I'd knocked my teeth out, and the makeup artist was laughing at me, and then when she saw my face, it went from like, oh, medic! This is my first time on a chat show. They asked me to do a backflip in a suit, which I couldn't really see out of. So I was a little nervous. It's been a while since I've done a flip. But the funny thing is actually, as I was running into the studio with the rest of my fellow Spider-Men, I fell over. I literally, like, ate... Sorry, Sony. I fell over running into the studio. I'm getting bad looks. I'm being told off. I won't... Sorry. And then I went to Bogota with no one. They sent me to Bogota. No one spoke English. They kept trying to pull my trousers down at one point. And they were like, I was like, no, it's my nose. It's my nose that's broken. But it was great. I didn't land on my ass, and I landed the flip. And Jimmy was great. He was a really great host. And it was the perfect intro into chat shows, you know? You don't learn from winning. You learn from losing. And making bad decisions and mistakes is a part of life. The thing that separates people apart is whether you're able to learn from your mistakes and grow from your mistakes. There's no such thing as the perfect human being, and if there is, I haven't met them yet. It's just about workshopping stuff and not being afraid to look like a fool and making mistakes. You know, I've made, 20 films now, and some of my best ideas have come from making mistakes on set or making bad choices with character. But that bad choice breathed life into an idea that completely changed the arc of where he was going. I want to work with people that I really look up to and admire. I want to learn from people. And I've sort of lost the aspirations of being a famous person and sort of gained these new goals of just being a creative person who likes to work with people. And I think for me, it's been a massive turning point because it's meant that I can enjoy my work in the present. Figuring out that has meant that the future of my life looks much brighter. Regardless of how much money you make or how many followers you have on Instagram, my future me that I can see now looks way happier than he did 2 years ago. If I'm honest, I think the hardest part is just the workload. I have never been a lead in a movie before, and I remember sort of 6 weeks into shooting, sort of putting my hand up and being like, hey guys, do I get a break at any moment? Do I get a day off? And I'm like, no, you're Spider-Man. Of course you don't get a day off, you idiot. I guess one of the similarities between him and I is he isn't a quitter. So for me, it took a minute for my body to adjust to working every day, and also going to the gym every day. That's one thing that really sort of put me on my ass.
Really? How much did you have to do? You're in pretty good shape already. What's the problem?
Well, I just wanted to be in as good a shape as I could be in. So we went to the gym every day, and it was fun. But now that I haven't been in a month, I have to start training again. And now going to the gym is the worst thing ever. And genuinely, I'm hating it right now. But I'm going to get back into it. I'm going to get back in.
Don't you have an elsewhere to be?